because I just really like when it has a very sharp point, because when it doesn't, I feel like I just can't get as sharp of lines as I want to. And I like liquid because it stays on all day and stays exactly where I put it. I found that if I use, I don't even know what it's called, almost like a gel or a crayon, then it will either like smear or just kind of like not look as good throughout the day. But this will stay on all day and just like stays exactly where I want it. And if you guys can see, like the line is very thin and you can do like whatever you want with it. You can make it thick, you can make it thin. So it really can just, you can really do whatever you want with the eyeliner. And I'm going to do a little cat eye today, which is going to be hard to show you exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to try my best. So if you can't see or you'd like a better description of how I'm putting it on, just let me know and I will try to tell you guys how I'm doing it. So I always just grab right here, but I don't want to tug it too much. I just a little bit just to keep it lifted so you can have like, so your skin's a little tighter. I think it's easier to draw on your face. So I just grab it, and then right at the bottom of my lashes, I will go up towards the corner of my eyebrow, like right here. So I will just go up like this with the eyeliner. In a little swoop. So this eye's done. Now the very hard part is making both eyes look the same. So I'm going to try to do it over here. And for some reason, this eye is a little bit different than this eye. So I found I have to pull up on this eye a little more than this eye. And I don't really know why. But once you've been doing like your makeup for a long time, you kind of figure out what works for you and what doesn't. And this works for me. Not everyone will need to do this, but this is just what I do because I don't know if this eye is like droopy or something, whatever. So again, start in the very corner and then move up towards the eyebrow. I could already feel that one was a little bit different. And it's okay. Trial and error is fine. I feel like when you do it, I can never get it on the first try with one eye. Like when one eye is done, I can never get this eye to look the same unless I'm in a hurry. And for some reason, when I'm in an absolute hurry and I'm just like throwing it on my face and I'm not trying very hard, for some reason, then they look the same. But when I'm like trying and concentrating on it, then I maybe overthink it and it doesn't look the same. So let's try again. Sometimes when I put on makeup remover, it doesn't stick very well, so I'll try to wipe it away. Okay, so that one's better. This is driving me nuts. And then, so once you have the little swoop line, you're going to draw from about 3/4 of the way out, straight over to your eye, and it should hit like on the very corner of your eye. So kind of like that. And then you'll just fill in where you, if you can see, there's like a little tiny spot that's doesn't have any color, and you'll just fill it in, kind of like connect the dots. I honestly cannot see very well what I'm doing, but I think it's going to turn out okay. Okay, so that is one eye. And if you want to bring it further over into your, like further over onto your eyelid, you can. But I just prefer to have it in the like corner third of my eye. I feel like it makes my eyes pop more. So that's what I tend to do, is I tend to keep it just on a third or just barely touch the middle of my eyelid. But the swoop should be only over here, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to do this side, and I know they're not exactly the same, but I don't have time to try to get them to be exactly the same, and I can't really see very well. So we're just going to do the same thing over here. And fill it in, connect the dots. Okay, so that is good enough. And that is the eyeliner. Pretty easy. I honestly, like, if they don't match exactly, I leave them and I just pretend that they look exactly the same. I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to makeup. If one eyebrow is not doing the exact same thing as the other one, I just leave it and go with it. Okay, so that is eyeliner. This eyeliner stays on all day. It's super easy to apply. It has a very fine point, so it's easy to get the lines right. And when you can see your eye well in the mirror, you can do it pretty easy. But when you're using a tiny phone screen, it makes it a little harder. But it works really well, and it's very pigmented. And sometimes I feel like with liquid eyeliner, you can put it on and it isn't, I don't know what the word is. It kind of is almost watered down. So when you put it on, it like just is not very thick. This one, it didn't take me very many swipes to get a very thick line, if that makes sense. That was a very wordy response to myself. Eyeliner or mascara. Okay, I think it went up there. Maybe it didn't. There. Okay, so the mascara is from Dome Beauty. It's Black Magic.